6 things you should never sacrifice. Hi dear, welcome back to Timeless Wisdom. As we age, particularly after 65, we often become more generous with our time, energy, and even money. We do this because we love our family and friends, and we want to help in any way we can. However, as much as we care for others, we must also remember to care for ourselves. There are certain things that should never be sacrificed, no matter who asks or how much they need from us. Protecting these things is not selfish. It's essential for our health, happiness, and peace of mind. Let's explore 6 things you should always hold on to after 65. Number 1. Your health and physical well-being. Your body has supported you for many years, and now it's your turn to take care of it. After 65, maintaining good health becomes more important than ever. Your body will communicate when it's tired, when it needs rest, and when it needs attention. Ignoring these signals to help others can lead to exhaustion or even serious health issues. Take Harold, for example. At 78, he loved babysitting his great-grandchildren, but it left him feeling drained. He kept saying yes to every request, even when his back hurt and his energy was low. One day, he had a small fall, and that was his wake-up call. He realized that he needed to take care of himself first. Now, he only helps when he feels strong and rested. And the best part is that his family understands. Taking care of your health is not selfish. It allows you to live longer, feel better, and be there for your loved ones. Your medical checkups, your quiet time, and your need for rest all matter. When you prioritize your health, you're not letting anyone down. Instead, you're teaching them number 2, your personal boundaries. Many of us have spent our lives taking care of others, whether it was raising children, supporting a spouse, or helping friends. We've always been there when needed. But after 65, your time and energy are more precious. You should not feel guilty for setting boundaries. Evelyn, a 74-year-old woman, was always the one people called when they needed something. A ride to the store, a listening ear, or a place to stay. She loved helping, but over time she felt emotionally and physically drained, so she made small changes. She started turning her phone off during her morning coffee. She said, "Not today," when she didn't have the energy. She only attended events that truly brought her joy. To her surprise, people didn't pull away. They respected her more. Boundaries are not about pushing people away. They're about deciding what you can handle. Not every favor needs a yes. Not every family problem is yours to fix. You can care about others without sacrificing your own peace. Protecting your energy is not rude. It is necessary. Number 3, your peace of mind. After a lifetime of stress, work, and responsibilities, you deserve peace. But too often, people bring their problems to you, expecting you to fix everything. Maybe it's family drama, bad news on TV, or arguments that don't concern you. These things can steal your peace and make you feel anxious. Roger, an 81-year-old man, used to be the peacemaker in his family. Every argument, every disagreement, he felt the need to step in. But over time, he realized that these problems drained him, so he made a decision. He would listen and offer advice, but he would not get involved. He would not let other people's chaos become his own. You don't have to attend every argument you are invited to. You don't have to explain yourself to people who refuse to understand you. Peace is something you must protect. Turn off the news if it makes you anxious. Avoid negative conversations. Give yourself permission to rest. Peace of mind is not a luxury. It is something you deserve. Number 4, your financial security. Financial security is one of the most important things to protect as you age. After 65, many people are living on a fixed income, relying on savings, pensions, or social security benefits. At this stage in life, managing your money wisely is not just about comfort. It's about ensuring you can live independently and meet your own needs for years to come. One common challenge many older adults face is the expectation from family members to provide financial support. You may have children or grandchildren who ask for help with rent, school fees, or unexpected expenses. While it's natural to want to help, giving away too much can put your own stability at risk. Many elderly parents have found themselves in difficult situations after depleting their savings for their loved ones. It is important to remember that while generosity is a beautiful thing, your future should be your priority. Take Marilyn's story, for example. She was a 76-year-old woman who had always been generous with her children. She helped with down payments on homes, paid off debts, and covered emergencies. But one day she realized her own savings were running low, and she began to worry about how she would afford her healthcare and living expenses. That was her wake-up call. She sat down, reviewed her finances, and set clear limits on how much she could afford to give. She still supported her family when she could, but she stopped saying yes to every request. This change gave her peace of mind, knowing she would not become a financial burden on others later in life. It's also crucial to protect yourself from financial scams. Older adults are often targeted by fraudsters who pretend to be from banks, government agencies, or charities. Scams can come in the form of phone calls, emails, or even people pretending to be in distress and asking for money. Always be cautious before sharing personal information or sending money. If something sounds too good to be true, it probably is. Your money is not extra money. It is your safety net. It allows you to pay for healthcare, maintain your home, enjoy your hobbies, and live comfortably. It's okay to say, "I can't help with that right now." It's okay to put yourself first. Protecting your financial security is not selfish, it's responsible. When you take care of yourself financially, you ensure that you will not have to rely on others in the future. Number 5, your self-respect and dignity. Your self-respect and dignity are some of the most valuable things you have, and they should never be sacrificed, no matter what. Unfortunately, as people age, some individuals may start treating them differently. They may assume that older adults are weak, incapable, or no longer important. Some may even make hurtful jokes or try to make decisions for them, but just because you have reached a certain age does not mean you have lost your intelligence, independence, or worth. Thomas, an 84-year-old man, had always been active and independent. He enjoyed working in his garden and fixing things around his house. But his neighbour often made comments about his age, saying things like, "Are you sure you should still be doing that? Or maybe it's time to let the younger folks handle it." At first, Thomas ignored it, but over time it started to bother him. One day, he finally spoke up and said, "I take pride in what I do, and I'd appreciate it if you didn't comment on it." His neighbour was surprised, but after that he stopped making those remarks. Thomas stood taller, not because he won an argument, but because he stood up for himself. No one has the right to make you feel small or incapable. You have the right to make your own decisions, express your opinions, and live life in the way that makes you happy. If someone treats you with disrespect, you don't have to tolerate it. You can calmly speak up, walk away, or set clear boundaries. This also applies to how family members treat you. Sometimes younger relatives may try to control your choices, telling you where you should live, what you should do, or how you should spend your time. They may mean well, but if their actions make you feel powerless, it's important to remind them that you are still in charge of your life. Your dignity is not something to be given away. It is something to be protected and cherished. You have lived a long life, gained wisdom, and contributed to the world in countless ways. No one has the right to take that away from you. Stand proud, speak up for yourself, and never let anyone make you feel less valuable than you are. Number 6, your freedom to choose. How you live One of the greatest gifts of growing older is the freedom to live life on your own terms. You have spent decades working, raising a family, and fulfilling responsibilities. Now it is time to enjoy your life in the way that makes you happy. You should never feel pressured to live according to someone else's expectations. For some people, this might mean moving to a new place. Joanne, a 79-year-old woman, had always dreamed of living by the ocean. But for years, she stayed in the city to be close to her children. One day, she asked herself, "What do I want?" That question changed everything. She sold her home and moved to a quiet beach town. Her children were surprised at first, but over time they understood. They still visited her, but now she was truly happy, waking up every day to the sound of the waves. For others, freedom might mean traveling, picking up a new hobby, or simply deciding how to spend their time each day. If you want to take an art class, start a garden, or join a book club, you should feel free to do so. If you prefer peace and solitude, that is your choice as well. It's important to remember that you don't need permission to live your life. If someone disagrees with your choices, that is their problem, not yours. You have spent years putting others first. Now it is time to put yourself first. Do what makes you happy, follow your own dreams, and live in a way that brings you joy. Life after 65 is a new chapter, one that should be filled with joy, peace, and self-care. For many years you have dedicated yourself to work, raising a family, and taking care of others. You have sacrificed time, energy, and resources to ensure that your loved ones were happy and secure. But now, as you step into this phase of life, it is time to shift your focus inward. It is time to prioritize yourself, your well-being, and your happiness. This doesn't mean you stop caring for your family or friends. It simply means that you also recognize your own worth and take care of yourself in the same way you have cared for others. Many elderly individuals struggle with feelings of guilt when they start setting boundaries or saying no to requests that drain them. But the truth is, protecting your health, finances, dignity, and freedom is not selfish. It is necessary. If you continue to give away too much of yourself, whether emotionally, financially, or physically, you may find yourself exhausted, stressed, and even vulnerable to being taken advantage of. You have spent decades working hard, overcoming challenges, and gaining wisdom. Now is the time to enjoy the fruits of your labor. You deserve to live in a way that brings you peace, happiness, and fulfillment. That may mean making changes, perhaps learning to say no more often, setting clear boundaries with loved ones, or choosing to live in a way that truly makes you happy rather than living according to others' expectations. One of the most important lessons in this stage of life is learning to let go of guilt and obligation. You do not have to meet everyone's expectations or solve everyone's problems. Your children and grandchildren have their own lives to lead, and they must learn to stand on their own. You have done your part. Now it's time to focus on what you want for yourself. Think about what truly brings you joy. Is it spending time in nature, reading books, traveling, taking up a new hobby, reconnecting with old friends, or volunteering? Whatever it is, make it a priority. You have the right to spend your time in a way that brings you happiness. You don't have to explain or justify your choices to anyone. At the same time, it is essential to protect yourself from people who may not have your best interests at heart. Unfortunately, as people grow older, some individuals, sometimes even family members, may try to take advantage of their kindness, money, or generosity. Whether it's pressure to give financial support, manipulation to control your decisions, or simply a lack of respect for your boundaries, you must stay firm. Protecting your finances, dignity, and independence is your right. Never feel obligated to give beyond what you are comfortable with. It's also important to surround yourself with people who respect and support you. As you age, some relationships may change. Some people may not understand your choices, and others may try to influence how you live. But the most valuable relationships are those built on mutual respect and understanding. Spend your time with those who bring you joy, uplift you, and appreciate you for who you are. Let go of toxic relationships that bring stress or negativity into your life. As you reflect on this phase of life, ask yourself these crucial questions. Am I taking proper care of my health and well-being? Am I making choices based on my own happiness rather than the expectations of others? Am I protecting my financial security and establishing limits on what I give? Am I standing up for myself, ensuring that my dignity and self-respect are preserved? Am I living life on my own terms, doing what truly brings me joy? If your answer to any of these questions is no, then now is the time to make a change. It's never too late to prioritize yourself and make decisions that bring you happiness. Moving forward, remember this. You are valuable, you are important, and your life matters. You've contributed so much to the world, and now it's time for you to receive. Receive peace, receive happiness, and embrace the freedom to live exactly as you choose. You have earned the right to live a life that brings you joy, comfort, and fulfillment. Never sacrifice that for anyone. Thank you so much for watching and taking the time to reflect on these important life lessons. If you found this video helpful, please consider subscribing to Timeless Wisdom for more content like this. Your support means a lot, and we'd love to have you join our community. Take care, and remember, always prioritize your well-being and happiness.